my name is Jasmine Jaurigue. I am 27 years old and I am going on the world race. Back in 2013, I graduated with a degree in psychology and urban studies. Since then, I have invested in Chicago for the last 5 years in various nonprofits. Through all those nonprofits, we have focused in combating poverty, focused within low-income families, single-parent homes, in areas where there is high gun violence and food deserts. Through that experience, however, I have learned so much about the beauty of humanity, along with what happens when we provide people with hope and the resources and tools they need to create the change they actually want to see in their own communities, and has actually made a difference in my own life as well. With all these amazing tools that I have learned, I have been feeling called, however, to look outside my own bubble of Illinois. I've been learning a lot about the injustices that have been occurring in different areas around the world. For example, there is about 40.3 million victims stuck in human trafficking alone. And with that, I've also learned that there is an alarming number of 300,000 child soldiers in about 20 countries around the world. And just learning about those facts, it just kind of makes you realize how little my own life is just alone. And I'm learning to just have compassion in my own heart and just this desire to want to do something about these injustices. So I love to travel. The first time I ever walked outside of this country or flew to a different country was in my last year in college, where I studied abroad in India. And I took in as much as I could from that country, learning so much about their architecture, history, culture, food, and all the amazing landscapes. However, when I came home, I had to finally break out of my shell, and I was crying just because I was also face to face with poverty and was able to see things that I never was exposed to before, such as little 3-year-olds begging for money on the street and seeing the rows and rows of widows who were kicked out of their home just because their husbands had passed away, just begging for money, homeless. It's just like, that's not how humans should be treated. And this big yearning for my heart just kept growing and growing, which is why I invested so much in my own injustices here in my own backyard of Chicago. And I learned a lot from that. However, I'm coming to this time where I'm wondering, what's next? What is my purpose in this life? What should I really be doing? If there is this amazing, wonderful, loving God who loves each and every single one of us, then what am I doing for him? What should I be doing in this world that he created and designed me to do? So as I've been reflecting on this for a while, I've been called to do this new chapter, this new challenge in my life. It is called the World Race. You're probably wondering, what is the World Race? Well, it is an 11-month missionary trip going to 11 different countries. This basically means I will be going to 11 different countries with 50 different people that I have no idea who they are, and we will be split up into teams of 10 and staying in each country for about 1 month. These countries consist of El Salvador, Honduras, Belize, Cambodia, Vietnam, Albania, Serbia, Romania, Uganda, Rwanda, and Ethiopia. In these countries, we will be partnering with ministries who already exist in these countries. And so therefore, they already have built relationships with the people who live there, and they themselves live there. They know exactly what the community needs, and they already have resources there to help people. And so with that, I could be doing a variety of different things because each country has different needs. So, for example, I could be doing things along the lines of teaching English or teaching life skills, as well as potentially building houses and churches and schools, and going out and bringing people to these ministries to show them that there is community, people who can love you here, as well as here are different resources and tools that you can use to help you during this situation. But more than anything, though, the main goal is to provide people with hope that there is a God who loves them and who has a plan for them, and that their current situation does not have to be a situation forever. So with this knowledge, I'm aware I am not a savior. I'm not going out there to go and save the world. That is not my goal. That is not my purpose. However, I will be there as an extra body, as a catalyst, someone who can connect the other side of the world with people here back at home. I promise to blog and video blog and inform all my family and friends what's going on. So that way we're not just reading the news and being like, oh, there's nothing I can really do about it. But that way when we read the news, we don't have to feel helpless, but that we can actually know what's going on, and that I can actually express what are ways that we can actually help people in these communities. So it's very exciting. However, I am also learning that I cannot do this on my own. I am definitely going to need help. So just like every other missionary project, missionary trip, I am required to fundraise my own finances to go on this trip. In order to be fully funded by October 2018, which is supposed to be my departure, I would have to raise $18,700, basically. And so this will cover my flights, my lodging, my food, health insurance, safety, along with money to give and serve people in these communities. So I understand that it sounds like a very impossible number to fundraise within the amount of time I have. However, working in nonprofits these last 5 years, I have learned so much about humanity and how there are ways to really reach out to people who like to give, and that people who like to give do exist. And with that, it gives me so much inspiration and hope that if they can do it, I can do that too, right? And so it's very exciting. However, I will need the help. And so as I take this leap of faith, I am going to ask all those who are watching this video, would you like to be a part of this mission with me, partner with me to also make a difference as well. So if you would like to do that, there are a couple ways you can help. The first help is prayer. I'm going to definitely need a lot of that. And so with that, it's just basically praying that it's continue giving me the encouragement, the strength, the endurance I need to keep going, to not give up, to really continue finishing off this calling that God has for me. And also any prayer during the trip as well, just for strength, for safety, and for my own health. So I can definitely use as many prayer warriors as possible. And on top of that, however, another way you can help is through spreading the word, giving me any type of advice, tips, feedback that you may know of that can help me fundraise the number that is needed for me to go on this trip. So I'm open all ears. This is all going to be a huge learning experience for me. As well as that, just your own simple donation of about $50, a one-time donation of not even just $50, could be $1. Any amount is helpful. So it can go anywhere from $1 to $50 to $100 for one-time donations, or even if you would be interested in doing a monthly donation as well. Anything will help. As much as that sounds cliche, it is truth. So if you're interested, you can click on the link below, and which is my personal blog, as well as click on it. There's a green donation button, and you click on that and it will lead you to giving instructions. So with that, whew, if you are interested, feel free to ask me any questions you may have. We can meet face to face, over the phone, email, whichever way you prefer. I would love for you to be a part of this journey with me. We could all do this together. It will be amazing. So with that, I want to say thank you so much for watching this long video, and that's about it. I am Jasmine Jaurigue. I'm 27 years old, and I am going on the world race. Thank you so much. Bye.